Hello and welcome. My name is Anand and I'm an emotional wellness coach, and I support those who are way down with inner struggles so they can move through that and experience and uncover their inner richness. And I do this in a few ways, mainly through emotional wellness coaching, meditation, and also Reiki. You might be thinking, how does Reiki support someone with inner struggles or, moving into uncovering their inner richness? So today's video is actually going to explore that and also talk a little bit about distance healing and how that works. So just a little bit about Reiki. I've spoken about this in another video that you can check out above. And I talk about how energy accesses the universal energy so that it can bring about the healing that you need. Now, often when we think about Reiki, we think of physical healing. It might support recovery from surgery. It might support an illness. And I do want to make a very clear distinction. Reiki doesn't replace conventional medicine or traditional or conventional surgery or any of those things. It's like a complement. It's an additional support. So what I'd never advocate is stop taking your medication or anything like that. But if you have a physical illness, Reiki can support that. And it can also support any emotional difficulties and spiritual difficulties. And often it's done in person. The person's lying down on a plinth and they receive the Reiki with hands-on healing. Or some do it without hands. I do it with hands. But today I want to talk about how Reiki is beyond geography, in that it can provide healing from a distance. So if you're based anywhere around the world, I can offer you distance healing. And it works in the same way. And how I approach it is, there are many ways that it can be done. The Reiki healer will either use a photograph or they'll visualize how you look. How I do it is, first I'll have a short video call with you just to get a sense of what it is you would like support around through the Reiki energy. I also want to be able to see you to get a sense of your energy, so then I can draw an image of you in that moment. So this is just a sample. It's nobody and everybody. So your name. And it's blank because right now I don't know who it is I would be talking to or who I would be offering the distance healing through Reiki. But I would do an image of you in that moment. And I use that image to connect with you through, and the Reiki energy moves through me into you, and then your body responds to that energy and it provides the healing that you need. So it's more about getting your permission, your agreement to receive the Reiki healing. And what we would do is we would agree a time and a day. Now, I can offer you a one-off distance healing session, or you can have a block of them. We can do them 3 days in a row, or I wouldn't go beyond 5 days in a row, or you could do one a week over 5 weeks, one a week over 3 weeks. Whatever it is that you feel you would like, we can do 1 session, 3 sessions, 5 sessions. And I would work through using the image of you, and then I can post, or well, actually not post, I can email that image over to you. So you have it there as a record. And if you ever want future Reiki sessions, it's a new image. I personally burn them once they're done, but it's free for you on what you would like to do with that image. So you might be saying, well, how does Reiki work through distance? And one of the reasons I'm filming outside, so you may get a lot of outside noises going on at the moment, but I also hope you get nature sounds, and I wanted to be outside to illustrate how energy is in every living thing, and that energy is beyond geography and beyond location. So we're looking at this plant here. This plant right now is here, but maybe a bee comes along, takes some pollen, transports it somewhere else. Everything gets reused and recycled and never stays in the one place. And if you think about the energy within us and the energy around us, or let's say an example might be you think of a loved one that's in another country and suddenly they ring you. That's how this almost web of energy, how it connects us all. When we move beyond our physical form and move into an energetic space, that's where distance isn't a barrier. And that's how the healing energy moves from me through to you. Because the Reiki energy does not come from me. It moves through me. It comes from existence, a universal source, or whatever name that you're comfortable using it. It comes from somewhere. I don't know where. Actually, I don't know where, but it comes. And it moves through me to you. And that's why the distance healing can work. Even though the logical mind might go, no, that doesn't make sense. I need to be face to face with somebody, not in another country. But I can assure you it does support, and I've worked with many people giving distance healing. So if this is something that you would prefer to experience for your inner healing, do contact me, book a session below. You can learn more about Reiki as well. I have a link down below as well that you can learn more about it. And experience it for yourself, because sometimes coaching is not for everyone, or even meditation is not for everyone, but perhaps Reiki, receiving it, is for you. So if you feel a call for this, do contact me. And one other thing is, when you receive the Reiki, you would be lying down, not when you're in activity. That's why we agree a day and a time, so that you can be relaxed, receive it, and let it work through you. So I look forward to hearing from you, and have a lovely day, and I'll see you next week. Bye bye.